Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is the Downtown Estacada Commission meeting. Today is Monday, May 5th. It is 9:02 and we're calling the meeting to order. Do we have any public comments?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Come on up.
Please state your name.
You can pull up a chair if you want a chair.
Okay. My name is Jenny Alsman. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and I'm just here to get the board's opinion on some things. So thank you for having me.
Great. What can we help you with, Jenny?
So I had registered for the Uncorked event, and I was denied because I'm a service, not a good. And I guess I'm not here by irritation. I'm here just by genuine curiosity, what the purpose is of not allowing any of those local service providers to come in and be part of the big events here. And if there's a way eventually to either incorporate maybe a little grouping of them, or our own sort of like event just catered to those service providers. I've been in the community for like 18 years. So I'm trying to get my name out there, be a local, person of contact for people who don't have any financial advising help or just retirement help. So any suggestions or anything that you guys can recommend would be really helpful.
Well, so the events that we normally put on, we are bound by the Oregon Main Street program, which goes through the state of Oregon. And our sole purpose is to revitalize downtown and to assist the businesses and the community in the downtown area. What I could recommend is, have you joined the chamber? And the chamber is really more about business service events. And Connie could speak to that. She probably has events that happen. I know that there was an event that the chamber put on last week, and that, or not that they put on last week, but there was an event last week that the chamber participated, and the DEC kind of piggybacked off of the chamber in that. I don't know if you were part of that, but go ahead and speak to that event, and then also stuff from the chamber, Connie.
Are you talking about the event in the park?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was it was put on by Parks and Rec, but it did have just family type of stuff, kid stuff. And, the chamber, you guys are a member, I believe, Edward Jones. Yeah. And, we have the chamber lunch forums, we have the meet and greets, and that's a great opportunity to get your name out there. There's the once a month Wednesday sessions at the library. And I guess, we do events that are not, we're not going to have bath fitters or, windows and stuff like that. It's more family oriented stuff. So I guess that's where we're coming from.
Is that, there's a lot of, so I'm part of the Flourish marketing group that meets, every week, and it's small businesses just like that don't have storefronts. And so something like that, is that something that could potentially be maybe incorporated?
Well, I think it's something that the chamber could take on. We could have a business fair. And we've talked about something similar to that for a long time. It's just getting the time and the place and getting the word out. But that would be an opportunity for businesses to do their advertising, have a booth, something like that.
So who represents that? Because I know I have a business partner that goes to those meetings, but it doesn't sound like that's the type of atmosphere that in the past has been beneficial for those. So like, I'm trying to get it. I'd rather, if I can be helpful in any way to make something like that happen, I'd like to be.
Yeah. And the chamber is struggling with getting people to come to our meetings, not just our meetings, but our events. And I think it all goes back to the fact that people have very busy lives. They're trying to run a business and volunteer and attend meetings. We can do as much advertising through the chamber as we possibly can, but and there's a other avenues out there. Clackamas Community College Small Business Development Center is also a place that might be able to give you some insight as to what's going on in the local community for business fairs.
That's the Clackamas County though, right? Not specific
It's
to
Clackamas
Estacada?
Community College Small Business Development Center. And they have a really good handle on businesses in Clackamas County and what's going on.
Okay.
So,
So is this, I'm just curious, did it change then from the past? Because I feel like there was, I mean, in the past.
well, in the past, we didn't have, like for Uncorked and Oktoberfest, we didn't have set categories, and we had some real issues. And I'm going to be quite blunt with political parties coming in, and that totally messed with the whole, that really messed up that day as far as being a family-friendly, non-political, non-judgmental type of day. And that's when we decided to come up with the categories that vendors had to fall under.
Okay.
So yes, there has been a change, and there was a reason for that, to keep it more friendly, non-political, non-opinions.
I get that. Okay.
You know, the other thing, Jenny, it sounds like that, is there, Connie, is there like a email list that she could get access to for everybody that's in the chamber, and maybe she
Yes.
could, okay, so, it sounds like you're really motivated, Jenny. Maybe this is something that you might want to take on. We are happy here at the DEC to promote an event for you. We, of course, are stretched very thin. We can't actually do anything as far as, I mean, we can put it on our social media, we can do stuff like that. We can promote the event for you, but we can't take on that responsibility. We've just taken on the Uncorked event, and we're stretched pretty thin as far as events as it goes, but we'll be more than happy to promote it for you. But I would get that list from Connie and see what you can do to get people together and start your own fair.
Okay, thank you. And this is the same for Oktoberfest, correct? Same rules apply?
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, well, I appreciate everything you guys are doing, and thank you for listening to me.
And Jenny, let's do
Absolutely.
get together and see how the chamber can, we can spotlight you as a member, that kind of stuff. But like I said, we have talked about having a business fair in the past. We just need to do it.
And maybe you can be the single point of contact on that, Jenny, and get that started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny.
I don't know if I missed it, so I'm just going to quickly ask, for businesses like her, is there any way that they can, like, if she was to do some kind of kid craft or something like that,
Yeah, if she
sponsored by Edward Jones or whoever they're working with, right?
Yeah.
Then could she be a potential vendor at Oktoberfest or Uncorked?
If
The
she fell under one
vendors-
of those categories, yeah.
The
Okay.
vendor's booth, like the entirety of the booth has to be whatever the category is.
Right. So you can't have a sideline over here.
Yeah.
You're doing arts and craft or woodworking.
But what I'm saying is that booth could be sponsored by.
Yeah, she could put sponsored by, but
Yeah,
there's no
but
advertising
The actual
for
booth
Edward Jones.
activities have to be whatever that category is.
Yeah.
It can't be disguised as
Sure.
the category.
Thanks, Jenny.
I would just like to add from a council perspective as well. I'm sure that we would be willing to look at that, or I would say that we would want to be careful about excluding opportunities for sponsorship and for businesses to get involved. I would say that I love that what you're saying about the category, completely understand that. But if somebody is creative enough to come up with something where they were to sponsor an event or something like that, that was sponsored by or whatnot, that as long as it was within definition, we would certainly welcome it.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Okay. All righty, great. Do we have any other comments? Evelyn?
Nope, I don't see any.
Okay, I just want to circle back a little bit. Wendy, welcome. Could you please just kind of remind us and speak a little bit about
He's no longer online.
oh, well, that's a bummer.
Oh.
Well, thank goodness that you showed up, Heather. Good morning, Heather.
We have a
Good
quorum.
morning.
Okay, well,
Got
as
stuck
you
behind the
know,
garbage truck on my driveway.
uh-oh.
I don't know.
So
It's
as you know, we had Wendy, she was one of gosh, I think it was one of the 3 people that we had, and then the council favorably added that we could add 9 people, or have up to 9 people, and so we went ahead and added Wendy. Which is a good thing because you probably do not know this, but we have lost a member. Hannah resigned.
Ooh,
Effective immediately. So we need, oh, she just joined back on,
Yeah,
Wendy.
she's back.
can you tell us who resigned?
Hannah.
I just told you, Hannah resigned.
Smith?
So Wendy, could you just kind of remind us of what your background is? And we wanted to welcome you to the Downtown Estacada Commission. Wendy?
Nope.
She's muted. Probably.
Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. We wanted to welcome you to the commission, and we just wanted you to introduce yourself and kind of remind us of your background.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I could hear you the entire time, so I don't know why you couldn't hear me. Yes, I'm excited to be here. I am my main job is HR and recruiting, but I also have a small business on Broadway, Stargazer Aesthetics, where I provide skincare and waxing services.
And your
Oh.
background in stuff that made you want to join the Downtown Estacada Commission?
Yes. So I also have a background in the restaurant industry. So planning events with restaurant industry, as well as I do plan events in my HR position for my employees as well on a regular basis. So I really like being a part of planning and events and coordination and things of that nature. So I thought it would be fun to do that for our city as well.
Excellent. Well, we love having you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I'm excited to be here and that you can hear me now.
We can hear you.
Awesome. Well, again, I just want to welcome Wendy, and I also want to again just tell everybody that again Hannah Smith has resigned effective immediately. That was as of I think it was last Friday. So we now have a big void that needs to be filled, and we need somebody to step up. As you know, Hannah took on all the responsibilities of the social media. She is willing to sit down with that individual who wants to take on that role. That is going to be quite a big role. So we do need somebody to take on that responsibility and do the postings. She did a little bit more than social media, she did the flyers and she did all of that stuff. I will leave that to that person's individual, whoever wants to take on the social media role, if they want to do that. Flyers and stuff for events might have to go back to the responsibility of the single point of contact for that person that is going to be hosting that event. So to just kind of spread the responsibilities. So do we have any takers?
Well, one of the things that Hannah was just so exceptionally good at was that posting. I mean, she made
Right.
everything on Facebook. So personally, that sure isn't me, but maybe if we don't have any volunteers from the board, can we get some kind of a message out there and just asking somebody that might want to have exposure for being a graphic artist and us. I don't know, Sherry, that's a huge void.
It is this huge void. And obviously, you know, we don't have either Julie, Cooper or Julie Colton on the line. So I will reach out to them via email and see if either one of them want to take on that responsibility. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I guess my question is, Evelyn, would there be any reason as to why we could not have an outside person that is not a member of the DEC that could run our social media?
I don't know. I can ask Elena and Melanie to see if there is any issue.
Okay,
But if it's the same way that Hannah did it, where they just sent the information to me and then I actually posted online, I
Oh.
think that would be fine, but.
okay. Okay, yeah, so this is something that we need to address sooner rather than later. So if anybody has any ideas or knows of anybody that would be really good in that, that would be awesome. And Corbin, if you have anybody at school that, you know, loves computer stuff and does postings, you know, on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, that's really, really good. Please reach out to them and maybe they might be interested in doing that as well.
And we could give them credit for that so they get the experience of working with a community organization and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Well, that and not only that, but just, you know, the computer skills. I mean, that's huge right now.
I am going to be doing mock interviews at the high school tomorrow and Wednesday, I believe. So if anybody sticks out with marketing stuff, I'll make sure and mention it as well.
Yeah.
And until then, I'll reach out to Hannah if I'm sure that she has some things probably templated. If she can share those, then I can get them to Evelyn. I'm worried actually about like 4th of July communication.
Well,
'Cause it's
A lot of that will come.
creep.
through.
I mean,
okay, okay. First of all, please don't reach out to Hannah.
oh, okay.
Let me go through, I don't want everybody reaching out to Hannah. She's a little overwhelmed right now. So I will
Noted.
reach out to her and I will make sure, we've already talked, she should be in the middle of transitioning everything over to Evelyn. I will make sure to coordinate and make sure that everything gets over. We've already had, I've been in long discussions with her and I just don't want everybody bombarding her right now. I appreciate that, but I just don't want everybody bombarding her right now. Go ahead, Councilor Metcalf.
Yeah, when you two iron that out, link up with me, Heather, and I will fill whatever gaps from there.
Cool.
Thank
I
you.
can participate in the social media stuff too. I'm not very good in the graphic artist end of it, but if I've got templates, I can post and paste and do. So if there's a need for filling in as long as I can do it anonymous and not as part of my
Okay.
private life.
Wow.
Thing.
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, maybe you can fill in until we get somebody permanently.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'd
perfect.
love to.
That's
I will
great.
take care of the graphic piece that you need, just.
Share
we'll talk
logos and
offline.
whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Okay, awesome. So, yes, so, yeah, it's a big blow, but it is what it is.
We'll be okay.
We'll move on. Oh, okay. All right, so number 3, did everybody have an opportunity to review the meeting minutes from April?
Yes,
Do we have a motion?
I would like to make a motion that we adopt the minutes from the April 7th meeting as written.
I'd second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Minutes adopted. All right, so as far as May content, did she provide May content already?
Not yet, but she said she should have it, I think, this week. I know she sent me an email last week that she was almost complete with it.
Great. All right, awesome. Okay. And Heather, Uncorked. Soon. It's gonna be exciting.
Coming right up. Yes. I don't even know what to add or say about it, but yeah, we're getting close. I'm getting ready to start putting vendors down on the map. I don't know if Connie or Sherry, you guys want to meet up to help lay it out. But yeah, cruising right along. Job Corps is coming to volunteer. I think we're gonna have to take care of some meals for that, but
Pizza.
yep.
They love
I
pizza.
figured pizza and possibly Subway. I don't know because they might need 2 meals because they're gonna
Okay.
come for the entirety
Okay.
of it.
So just kind of heads up, they usually bring their own lunch.
Oh, okay.
And if they're coming in the morning, the center's supposed to provide a lunch. And so we take care of, if they're staying past 5, when they need to be back on the center, we take care of dinner, which is
Perfect.
usually
Yep.
pizza.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't even think of anything right this second to bring up of Uncorked. I know that there was a volunteer post sent out. I think we need one more alcohol monitor, but not overly concerned about getting that in place. And yeah, we are well on our way.
So
And then-
Hannah was working on the flyer with you. Is that,
I did not, uh-huh. Yeah,
Um,
I think that's fine.
is that going to be okay?
Yep, I
Okay,
think that's
so
great.
I'll get copies made, then get them up around town.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
We got, Whitney signs did, yard signs. We got those up. I got one more sign to put up. So if you have Sherry, you probably can't put yard signs in your yard. Cause
In
you're,
Cascadia Ridge,
pardon?
in Cascadia Ridge.
Yeah. I mean, you're a great place to put an uncork yard sign, but your HOA probably doesn't allow it.
Bring me one.
I know, I'm like, let her get reported.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Yeah,
I'll email them.
yeah. So got the toilets ordered, got the dumpster ordered. We've got Job Corps. It's
Yep.
coming together.
Yep, it's
So
coming
good.
together.
So I'll print off flyers and then get them up around town.
Did you change the flyer, the flowers to something else?
Well, it's pretty, did you see the latest one Hannah sent? It's pretty just nondescript.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, so it covers everything though.
Okay,
Time, location, blah, blah.
Will it be printed in color? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll print it in
That'll make
color.
it more,
Yeah,
if you
Good.
need help getting those up, say so.
pardon,
If you need some help putting them up around town.
okay.
because that was just a PDF, right? That original document was just a PDF. We can just,
Yes,
we can
yes.
just edit, we can just edit that flower and put in grapes if you want.
I'm not sure who she sent it out to, but it was just,
But well, I know I got the original.
okay, this is not the original,
Okay.
so I kind of
So this
like
is-
the original
This is a
better.
completely different one. I didn't get this different one. I didn't get this other one.
I didn't either.
Oh, okay. Well, Heather,
I'm saying-
like I said, this is your baby, so whatever
Yeah.
you want, you just request the changes and it sounds like Jonathan is willing to do graphics. So we'll,
Sherry, I'm sending it to you now so you can
Okay.
see it. It just isn't as eye-grabbing as the original one she did.
Yeah, if we could, I mean, we could add something to that to
Yeah.
make it like something that grabs your attention.
It'll be fine. People don't have a lot to, they
Yeah.
want to just see it. So it'll be fine. And we need to get them up, so. Okay.
Wendy, you have your hand raised?
Yes, I just wanted to say I'm happy to assist wherever's needed with Uncorked as well.
Cool. Well, you're right downtown, so.
Yes.
Yes, I'm right there.
do you want to be an alcohol monitor? She needs another alcohol monitor.
Sure.
Excellent.
Just to clarify on that, Heather, does everybody need to have their OLCC?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an OLCC permit, Wendy?
I don't. I'll have to look into getting that. It's been a few years.
Okay, yeah, you can go online and take that.
I'll get started on that today.
Awesome.
Thank you, Wendy.
No problem.
I haven't gotten it yet. It feels like it's coming snail mail, Johnny.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, Hannah, or I mean, Heather, like I said, if you're comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think printed
Okay.
in color, it's gonna be just fine.
Good.
Okay, okay, all righty. Well, yeah, I'm excited.
Me
Can't
too. It's getting real.
I hope the
I think
weather,
you can't control is the weather.
Yep.
can't control the weather, but I'm excited and awesome. Okay. Anything else? How are you doing on budget, by the way? Are you good so far?
I think we're really good. Yeah.
Awesome, okay.
And I think I mentioned the signs that Whitney did, those are a one-time thing. Cause we'll
Right.
be using those year after year in the banners, you know, so
Yeah,
that's
this
a
is-
one-time cost for the signs and the banners. And I haven't checked to see if the banners are up yet on the lamppost.
Are
these
two separate things, Connie?
Yeah, that's the one-time purchase and then, you know, then from here on out, we don't have that anymore, so
Yeah.
that's awesome. Okay. Great, all right. Well, if there isn't anything else, let's go ahead and move on to 4th of July, which is right around the
4th.
corner.
Yeah, that's gonna be here before we know it. Got everything pretty much covered there. I'm still waiting for Harvest Markets to give me the yes that they will be grand marshals. Their only concern was that's a very busy day for them. And I talked to Dan and said, we only want to take about 4 of your employees that have been here forever that everybody will recognize. And it'll only be for an hour, hour and a half. So bugging them to do that. Got the toilets ordered, I'm not going to put up any flyers for the 4th until after Uncorked. So the 1st of June had one response for the adopt an intersection. So I'll be calling her. But it's
Cool.
going well.
Good.
What is the adopted intersection?
What is it? So people are always along the same space on the route.
Yeah.
And so we're just asking them to adopt that intersection that they're close to. So at 9 o'clock, they would put out the barricades. And then after the last entry goes by, they would put the barricades back on the sidewalk.
And are they like advertising on this or
Yeah,
they?
it's been on all the social media.
No, I mean like
Oh.
in the intersection.
No,
No, just
Yeah.
they're volunteering to take
It's
care of
just
that
right,
intersection.
right. And we'll give them a
Excellent. Okay.
vest and we can give them a wand if they want one. But, and again, I say, every year I drive up and down the route and ask people if they will do that because I don't have enough monitors and people are happy to do it. So let's kind of give them some recognition and have them adopt an intersection.
I love it. Well, we'll adopt an intersection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
And they can go online and pick what intersection they want.
Oh, cool.
So it's
Okay.
through the cityofestacada.org. Yeah,
Fun. That's cool.
That was a great idea, Connie.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Anything else?
not for the
Commissioner?
4th.
Okay, all right. All right, well, commissioner comments.
I have a comment.
Oh, okay.
John and I went to the bike rodeo Friday night. Yeah, at the park. Great turnout. Had a lot of people stop by and ask us about DEC and we just kind of talked to people. So that was fun. It was good. And then we had the splash pad dedication yesterday. That was a huge turnout. Yeah, so life is good right now.
Yeah, those kids looked like they were having a good
Yeah.
time. We're coming back into town after a funeral and I was like, oh no, that's right, the splash pad. It was like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
so
it's
many
good.
people. It looked awesome.
And we have some folks going to Astoria next
Yes.
week. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Ew. Thank you, Heather and John. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
And then you're going to Pendleton, June,
yeah. I think it's October, isn't
Oh.
it?
October?
Isn't
Oh,
it? I think it's October. Yeah,
yeah, thank you for doing, that.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I'm retired.
Okay. All right, Counselor Metcalf, do you have anything for us?
I don't. I just want to say thank you guys for your time. I know that this council has wanted it to be very known that we do appreciate and we do know how much time it takes on our own end as well, as far as volunteering and things like
Yeah,
that go. So
yeah.
please, if we can do anything to support you guys or be more involved, we're willing to. Like I said, I'm happy to help with graphics in the interim. If you could send me kind of what you have, and we can just talk offline about that and take care of that. That won't
Yeah.
take too much of my time, but I'm happy to help.
So anything going on, I think this is raised every city council meeting, but anything new on parking and what's going on in the downtown area, the wastewater plant and anything new there?
There's nothing like, I don't have anything new that you probably don't already know.
Okay,
There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of things going on with like that are coming up in planning committee and things like that that are going to be discussed that people could see online in the agenda that I would assume may impact that. Obviously, Mr. Locke has purchased the old Ondelay building and is
Yeah.
opening in
yeah.
very aggressively, I might add, working to open that and provide that as a
Yeah.
new spot for the community.
I think I did talk to one of his associates and they're planning on August 1st for
Yes.
an opening.
Yes, on the long side of things, they're saying August
Okay.
1st. So like I said, they're moving very aggressively, but our plans on, trying to say acquire property for parking and stuff like that were
Yeah.
definitely impacted by that. So
Yeah.
I don't have anything new for you on that, but I will happily follow up to see what
It's-
we're
it's
doing
just,
to rectify it.
A standard, we've got the spot between the post office and US Bank. It's been empty for a long time and, over next to Sol Tapatio, that's not a big space, but it's empty and probably could get maybe 20 cars in there. So
Also, to my knowledge, that space, if you wanted to put a building there, it would have to be really small because there's a
very
requirement
narrow.
of parking.
Yeah.
And without more space, I don't think you can do both. You can't have a building that fills up the site and parking.
No, so, yeah,
I will follow up for you.
thank you.
Yes.
On the graphics, did it get pushed off on the last agenda, number 14, update on Noble Consulting and Tree logo? Did that get put off because of Heather is going off or Hannah? I'm sorry. It says that
I
we were
think
gonna,
it was discussed at the last meeting.
I just see it on the last agendas that we're.
Yeah,
Update on Noble Consulting and Christmas tree logo.
Yeah, I think that was you all asking if you could use that logo, and I think you can, or you can continue to use Nobles.
I kind of think that we actually wanted to talk about whether or not we were going to redo the logo. Right, right, because it's so closely looks like another local tree farmers,
The Noble one, or
the
okay.
Noble one.
So.
We could invite Noble to your next meeting if they're available, and you guys can discuss that.
Perfect.
Hannah also sent out the draft of the rack cards. I'll have to look to see who she sent that to, but did any of you see that besides me?
I didn't see that.
Okay. Okay, I'll send, that's in the same message she sent me about the Uncork logos. I'll send that out because we need to get those going too.
Definitely. Okay. All right, so does anybody have anything in addition to our normal agenda items that we need to have for next month? Obviously, we want to do a recap for Uncorked. We'll keep 4th of July on there. And
Maybe
then,
we add the logo. So
yeah,
we
I
can
think
address
that's
it
what-
or not if
I
they're
think
not
that's
here.
what Evelyn just stated, that Noble will be here next time for our meeting, correct, Evelyn?
Yeah, as long as they are available, I'll have them on there, but I could still put the logo discussion on the agenda for you guys to discuss, and then we could relay information to Noble if they can't attend.
Great.
I still want to work on getting the youth involved, but right now is not the time to do that. So that might be more of a end of summer, fall project for me.
Can I see that thing again, Connie? Sorry. I don't know if we want to add it, but graduation is June 14th.
I had that on there, but it looks like maybe she didn't have room for it.
Is it
It's,
there?
they have on the 15th,
Oh,
June
oh.
15th, Estacada High School
Is
graduation.
it the 14th?
I'm pretty sure it's the 14th, but hold on a minute. I think it's Saturday, the 14th.
Okay.
We could triple check on the district site if we need to, but or have an invitation at my house.
I think I took it off the school calendar. Okay. Why would they have it on Father's Day? The 15th, so it
Well,
must be
Father's Day is
Saturday.
the 15th.
Yeah.
Sunday?
Okay.
All right.
They just have the.
All right, is there anything else? Do we have any other comments or public comments online or,
Nope.
okay. Anything else?
Thank you, Sherry, for all you're doing. I appreciate you
Oh, thank you.
speaking with Hannah. Please give her thank her for everything
Yeah.
she's done.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will, plan on, getting a little something for her and,
Yep.
make sure that it's from all of us. So.
Yeah.
She may be reaching out to you and thanking, so just so you guys know. I'll get her something.
Okay,
Just
thank
let her
you.
know that we appreciate her.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Just-
Sherry.
Just give her a couple of weeks. She's, she's just a little bombarded right now, so. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy the
Bye,
sunshine.
Wendy.
And
Bye, Carmen.
again, welcome, Wendy.
Thank you.
Alrighty, take care.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you.